Hi, Professor. So, I hope it's not too late. So, I did The Nature of Fire, which focuses on two scientists, Johann Becher and Antoine Lavoisier. So, Johann Becher was born in Speyer, Germany, which is near the Rhine River, on May 16, 1935. His father died when he was young, and at age 13 became responsible not only for himself, but for his mother, who was sick, I guess, and for his brothers. Despite this hardship, he became educated and ended up being published by the age of 19. By 1657, he was made professor of medicine at University of Mainz, and by 1666 he became a counselor of commerce in the German government, where he would work in colonial trade. But by 1667 he proposed the phlogiston theory, in which he said that there was a colorless, weightless, and odorless substance that was the cause of combustion and rust, as we know today as oxidization. Behind this was the idea that every flammable object contained phlogiston, and when it burned, it would be released and absorbed into the oxygen, and then the object would then last without it. But when tested inside of a vacuum, as we know, the fire is going to consume the oxygen and eventually go out. He accredited this to oxygen being only able to absorb so much phlogiston. However, his theory would eventually be debunked, in which elements would be burned that went against his theory, such as magnesium, because when it is burned it actually gains mass rather than losing it. This was done mostly and credited to Antoine Lavoisier in his book Reflections sur la phlogistique, meaning Reflections on Phlogiston, in which he countered and eventually disproved Becher's claims. So Antoine Lavoisier was born in Paris on August 26, 1743, to a wealthy family, the son of a lawyer, and he studied at Collège des Coordinations, where he intended to become a lawyer. And in 1764 he did pass the bar and practiced briefly, but eventually decided to pursue science. And I guess it was a good thing he did, because he's now known as the father of modern chemistry. So in his writing, Reflections on Phlogiston, he disproved the existence of phlogiston by burning mercury in a glass jar, in which it caused it to revert back to a metal state, gaining mass, and therefore disproving the phlogiston theory. Additionally, he recognized existence of elements such as oxygen and hydrogen, proving that water is not its own element, and nor is air. So, sorry to get this to you so late, but I felt that I should get it to you. So I'll see you later, Professor.